If you don't know, you won't know. I am back in the building. You already know what it is. It's your boy, Brian, and this is the No News, Just Facts podcast. This is episode number 40. And I know it's been a long time since I came in here and I really just gave y'all the scoop, the facts, whatever, what have you. You know, it's been a little minute. I'm sorry, but, it's the new year. Approximately when I am recording this, it is January 14th. That means it's the new year. It's 2021. We've gotten out of that abomination that is 2020. 2020 was bad. 2020 was a learning experience. 2020 had its moments of clarity. You kind of figured out who your friends were. Just a lot of different motivating factors that went into starting 2020, where it looked like everything was all good, to the inception and the ending of 2020, where it just felt like, damn, what the fuck did I just go through, But, everything is a process and everything is a learning lesson. So I feel like if you're breathing right now and you've made it through and you've seen what life has in store, so on and so forth, and you're on the other side, a lot of people didn't make it this far. If you're here, then the universe, God, ain't done with you yet. It's not over. It's not done, man. I'd rather, in this time, in this new year, I just want to manifest a whole bunch of different things in my life and in your lives, as far as staying positive. I know staying positive is cliche and it's hard, but that's what we got to do. We got to keep it together. Keep your faith, keep your happiness, keep your joy, because it's somebody out there that's doing way worse than you are. You gotta take yourself out. You gotta take yourself out of it and figure out that it's bigger than you. It's bigger than you just yourself. It's bigger than what you think your plans may be, because the universe or God's plans may be different for you. So you got to take that into effect and just stop complaining. There's a song, I'm not going to play it, but there's a song by, I don't know the artist's name, but it's one of my favorite songs. It's a gospel song, and the song is titled "I Won't Complain." There's so much different things that are happening in the world to children and adults. People are sick, people are dying, and you just have to look in hindsight and see that, damn, my life could be a whole lot worse. And everybody's saying that, and also I use that with 2020, and everybody's saying, oh, 2020 was the worst year ever and everything like that. What about our uncles? What about our aunties? What about our moms? What about our dads during those times of when Bush was president or a certain person was president, and there were way worse things happening? How do you think? What about them? They survived through a whole bunch. So 2020 to them is probably just light work. So you got to look at it and take into effect of that and just stop complaining. That's stop complaining. I think a main message I want to send in this podcast is to stop complaining. We got to stop complaining. And then the next thing I want to do from now on is just promote online money making, online business, online things, ways to make money, man, because the internet is a big place, and there are people in the world that are making money online, bro. You see how Bitcoin is to me right now bigger than it's ever been. Like in the current times, with the president, the person who's president, and I'll get to him in a short little bit. It's just Bitcoin is just it's bigger than it's ever been. Like, you couldn't have told me 4 or 5 years ago that Bitcoin was gonna be this big, yeah. But yeah, I want to start like promoting and preaching in the moniker and lifestyle of making money online. I feel like there's a way to get it. I'm talking about a light way to get it. We all know that, the dark side of the online world is trending. And I won't really get into it, but you get what I mean when I say it. The dark side of the online world as far as making money it's popular. A lot of people do it. Of course, it's illegal and everything like that, but I want to promote the light side of it. The legal way to get to it. I'd like to go into, if I could, just for like a second, talk about Clubhouse. Clubhouse is this app. It's like what is it called? It's like a voice chat app or something like that, right? It's pretty much big with like celebrities and things of that nature. I found out about Clubhouse. Clubhouse just really literally got popular to like the free world. I mean, as far as like the fans and things of that nature, I'm sure celebrities were already using it. I think the app was like let me look this up real quick. I think the app was already a mainstay for like, let me see here. Let me look it up real quick. I think the app was already a mainstay for certain entities to use, and then all of a sudden they made it viable for like, iPhone users strictly to use the thing. I think it started off as like I'm looking it up right now. I don't seem to be finding anything. Let me see here. Let me see. Wish I had like an origin story, but there's not really an origin story for it. Let me see here. It's not really an origin story for it, but Clubhouse is pretty much just like this voice chat app where people can just like sit around and talk. And, you can host rooms and you can have people as moderators. But with all of that, the app can be goofy. From my time on it, just to keep it real, it's just, the app just seems to be something for like somebody who is a con artist or somebody who is into a cap lifestyle, if you know what that means. Somebody who is a pump faker, faking the funk, not for real about it. If you're somebody who's on Clubhouse, there's a lot of people on there who say that they do like 5 or 6 things. They're an actor, they're a director, they're a musician. I mean, bro, there's like about 500,000 musicians on Clubhouse. And some of them ain't really musicians. Isn't that crazy? It's about 500,000 people who are actors and actresses, and they ain't never been in no movie, or or they don't have an IMDb page. It's a lot of capping going on this app. And of course there are a host of celebrities on there from, to be honest, the app just really seems like something that is used to just ambush celebrities. If I really have to look at it, like, don't get me wrong, there are things on there that are good. Like, if you go looking for like good things and you just weed out all the stupidity and coonery on that app, you could find some stuff. You could definitely find some things that are like to your liking, as far as like positivity and really, soak up some game. You can definitely soak up game on Clubhouse. But like I said, for all that positivity, there's like a world of just coonery, ignorance, and all of the above. Stupidity. People are jacking rooms, taking over people's rooms. Like, I got jacked, and I hosted a room only one time, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this definitely, this hosting a room stuff isn't for me. I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna do it with the podcast, but I'm like, man, I ain't gonna do the goofy ass shit. I got hijacked, and I didn't even have anybody in my room either. Let me just tell you that. There was nobody in my room. I think Tiffany was the only one in my room. And then there was I think she pinged two other people. And one of the two other people, I made a moderator. And then when I made him a moderator, he pushed me out of my own damn room. So I'm like, all right, man, this shit is goofy as hell. So, like I said, yeah, this app is more synonymous with like setting up celebrities to get like ambushed. And when I say ambush, I mean like I saw a Clubhouse. And a lot of these clubhouses get screen recorded and put on YouTube. By the way, I'm gonna start reacting to different clubhouses. Like, there was a clubhouse I saw where Tory Lanez was in a room. Tory Lanez don't really, at this moment in time, isn't really like, as far as I can tell you, like really doing anything outside of Instagram and just making music. So just to see him on Clubhouse is just kind of like, man, what are you doing on there, bro? So basically, what the video, and let me see if I can summarize it. Basically, what the video is pretty much like what the Clubhouse is talking about is it's a whole bunch of not even just black females, just females in general in this one room, and they just like dragging Tory Lanez about the whole Megan Thee Stallion situation. Remember, we only know accusations. Nobody knows what actually happened except for Tory, her friend, and Megan. So, I can understand women being mad with Tory Lanez, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, these women are sitting up here and saying, "Oh, I don't even know why you came in this room." Now, granted, Tory Lanez shouldn't have even like got on Clubhouse to begin with, because it's just kind of like, it's not the place for, to me, any celebrity who's not who who's like really like, like maybe like an introvert, a quiet introvert. I feel like Tory Lanez is a quiet introvert in some instances, even though, he get wild litty on like Instagram and whatnot and everything like that. But I don't think this app is for like a introvert, like somebody who's like hella quiet and just produces their content and goes on about their business. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be stupid as hell to see if I saw Future, Future the rapper on Clubhouse. That would be weird, but they're just going in on Tory Lanez and just pretty much bashing him and saying, oh, you talk like he's literally sitting up here apologizing. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is he apologizing for? We don't even know the whole story. And legally, he can't speak on the story because the case is still going on. But these women on this Clubhouse are really sitting up here and just dragging this black man. And I'm just kind of like, it's a whole bunch of nothing ass females who don't know the whole story, and they just directly are taking Megan Thee Stallion's side. And we don't know the whole story. We just know what Megan Thee Stallion has said and what Tory Lanez has not said. We don't know. We don't know what is going on. So he's even going into this tangent of saying like, oh, my lawyer is telling me, let me handle the case. Don't say anything, which he's not, which he's right. He's right in doing and not saying anything. People just really want to get a rise out of some celebrities. I'm going to be honest with you. It's so stupid. Like, they sitting up here bashing this man and they don't even know the whole story. They don't know the whole damn story. You only know one side of it, which, by the way, she's wrong for even, Megan Thee Stallion is even wrong for even, saying anything on it. Whoever her lawyer is like wrong and like not telling, letting her know that like, hey, you should not be sitting up here like speaking on this, let me handle it. But I guess her lawyer, her lawyer is a different type of lawyer or whatever. But, it's just like in life. Whatever is in the darkness will come to light. So whenever we get to that point of inclination and figure out, and the case is all said and done, we'll know the truth. We'll know what happened. Regardless, yes, somebody was hurt and everything like that. But like I said, we need to wait until all the facts, you need to wait until all the facts come in. It's the internet, though. Nobody on the internet likes to wait for the facts. Everybody wants to be an investigator, So it was wrong for Tory Lanez to be on Clubhouse. And in his wrong decision, he had to pay for his decision by being dragged by all these women who don't know the full story about something. So that's one instance. And then there are a bunch of different, just, the Jay Prince Jr. and Joe Budden thing, or Kevin Samuels getting trashed. Kevin Samuels is always getting trashed by females. So I mean, that's no surprise there. I mean, when a black man speaks his mind to a female, it some females can't take it, I guess, So it's whatever with that. But yeah, I would not advise you to get on the Clubhouse if you're going there if you're not going there to socialize and get your followers up on Instagram or Twitter, or going up there to soak up game. Just don't even, if you're not an iPhone user, even if you are an iPhone user, just, if it's not your bag, don't do it. Capping don't pay the bills. I'll just say that. Capping doesn't pay the bills, and this app is certainly not something I would recommend if you're going on there seeking for a date or something like that, or something real life is what I'm saying. But like I said, it's still a good app to use for to soak up some game, because there are some people on there doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me see. What else can I really like talk about? I don't even know how long have I been. It's 20 minutes. Let me see if I can like go a little. So let's just get into some BS, I guess, man. So YFN Lucci is he was on the run at first, I believe, or he's wanted. So he's wanted for murder, and he turned himself in. Man, the rap game is crazy, for real, bro. The rap game is so crazy, and we're the only genre. Rap music is the only genre where it's a bunch of hate fueled in rap. Number one. Number two, it's a bunch of dumb rappers. It's number two. Number three, it's the most watched genre by the feds, I believe. They're ready to take. They like rappers tell on themselves so much that it's just like it's nothing for the feds to just grab some of these motherfuckers, man. It's nothing for them to grab them because they just telling on themselves each and every time, like. And these bloggers, to me, these bloggers are helping them. For real, for real. Some of these bloggers who make a name off of controversy and the arrest of rappers and the death of rappers, they are making a name off of controversy and tragedy. If you really look at it, bro, think about that. They make a name off of somebody else's, off the back of somebody else, and off the plate of somebody else. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. It's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that goes on in rap that we just let fly by. But, you know, rap fans nowadays are just so groomed by these artists. They take the artist style for what it is. When they get off a camera, when they get out of the booth, we know you got to know that it's a different story. Got to know that it's a different story. Got to know that it's a different level. It's a different level of morals. Rappers don't got morals these days, nigga. Rappers don't got morals these days, nigga. Or you'll never know a rapper got a girlfriend or a wife or nothing like that. Or you'll never hear too many rappers talk about their families, talk about their mama. Like, that's almost gone to be lost in this era of rap, to be honest with you. It's just the same old same. Like, I fucked another man's wife, or I went and I dissing the nigga who's dead, I went and of course the age old thing in rap, selling drugs, doing whatever, I like reality to my rap, I don't like it when when a rapper talks about somebody a life they never lived. I don't like it when somebody talks about the life that they partner lives, That ain't real. If your partner lived that life, let him rap. Let him tell the story. And another damn thing. You know what I can't, like, snitching. It's a bunch of people who will tell you what what should and shouldn't be snitching. Like with that, just like a young rapper who was 13. It's like this rapper now who was 13 years old when he saw somebody like get shot by somebody in his neighborhood, and he told the police. He was 13 years old, and he witnessed that. That man has that boy has PTSD. I'm sure from witnessing something so traumatic like that. And ain't nobody worried about what the hell he's going through or what he had to deal with seeing somebody get shot in front of his face like that. All they worried about is, he told. He did this. He told. At 13 years old? Man, we should be all held at the helm if 13 years old is not, it's a wrong time to tell at 13 years old. So, all these rappers who are saying it's wrong for somebody to tell at 13 years old. By the way, he's 13 years old. 13 years old. That's a little kid to me. At 5 years old, a bunch of y'all are, a bunch of rappers are snitches. A bunch of people are snitches that are saying that this young rapper who's 19 now is a snitch at 13 years old for telling what he saw. Like, bro, he was with his mom. And I'm sure his mom witnessed that too, and she was traumatized, and she got PTSD. But we really sitting up here talking about who's a rat and who's a snitch. I feel like Tekashi, to be honest with you, made the whole rat conversation a trendy thing. So now people who have never been in the streets, sort of like myself, who have never been in the streets, think they know something about ratting. Me, I'm not too proud to tell you that I am not a street nigga. I have never subscribed to that lifestyle ever. My mother has always, I have always had my mother in my life. She has worked and put food on the table for me when I was younger. I always had a working mother who worked 2 jobs just to put food on the table and keep the lights on for me and her. So I'm not saying I'm street, but I can identify being a non-street dude. The other non-street motherfuckers who are sitting up here saying that they know something about snitching. The fuck? Don't sit up here and it's a bunch of people that's gonna sit up here and try to claim to be experts on stuff. Like, come on, man. Stop it. You know, and none of us are experts. I will pass that off to the street OGs and people who have been to the pen and caught cases over drugs and everything like that. I get after them because you know, it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game when we talk about what is being snitched about. Most of the non-street people who talk about ratting and whatnot been watching too many Godfather movies and mafia movies to be talking about what, you know, to be talking about ratting in general, bro. Like, come on, man. I'm off that subject, bro. But to get back on, just to move on just a little bit. Let me see here. Oh yeah. Man, Dr. Dre suffered an aneurysm like some days. I think that was like last week or something like that. He had suffered a brain aneurysm, bro. Man is going through a lot. You know, he's going through like a divorce with his wife and everything like that. So, I mean, it's just a lot going on. You know, going through like a little divorce, you know, a little battle in court with her. And now, you know, he had the brain aneurysm. For a moment, I felt like I was losing almost, I felt like worried because I'm like, man, come on, 2021. We can't lose. I can't lose one of my idols as far as like just work ethic goes. You know what I'm saying? And production, musical production goes. It can't be this way. We can't start off 2021 like this. Thankfully, Dr. Dre's doing all right. But now it just seems like it's a whole bunch of stuff going on with his ex-wife. She's still haggling him even after the fact of, him going through that little traumatic thing that he's going through with the brain aneurysm and whatnot. So from what I'm reading here, Dr. Dre's estranged wife is now accusing him of holding a gun to her head, punching her in the face, and grabbing her by the neck in the divorce documents. What new low will this woman go to just to get some money? Just to get something. Like, come on, man. Isn't she a lawyer or something? Why is it this? Why do you want to kick this man? Like, why is she trying to kick this man while he's down? Like, come on now. This man could have died. You sitting up here talking about, like, I know Dr. Dre, allegedly Dr. Dre has a history of violence with women and everything like that. And, he's addressed that and everything like that. But, like, come on now. Is it even the right time to even be talking about the divorce or divorce papers or anything like that at this moment in time? No, the man is trying to get himself back together after, being in the hospital. Like, he's resting right now. Like, come on, give this man the benefit of the doubt. I don't know what she gains, and this is the truth. I don't know what she gains by doing all of this, But I guess that's the way of that's the sword. That's the sword that you take sometimes when you figure out who's with you and who's not. Dr. Dre is still a genius of a human being in person, and his work ethic is surpasses a lot of musicians. Like, I also go back to, like, what is the name of that documentary that they put out? Oh man, it's a documentary that features Eminem, Dr. Dre, what is dude's name? Paul, is it? What is his name? The dude who owns Interscope Records. I can't remember his name right now, but they had like a documentary that they put together or whatever, just pretty much detailing Interscope Records and all the acts that came from out of there during like the 90s and all the way up until now. And Dr. Dre said something about missing like X amount of hours of sleep because of producing and creating and whatnot. Geniuses and people who want to be rich. I mean, I think that goes back to what Steve Harvey said about rich people only getting a certain amount of hours of sleep. I guess that's right in this vein. There are actually people who get the same amount of sleep that Dr. Dre gets. I'm praying for him, praying for Dr. Dre. Speedy recovery, and hopefully we can get at some point in time when he's better, we can get some more creation from him. because it's never. Anytime Dr. Dre creates something, it's worth giving a listen. It's worth giving more than a few listens because his longevity in the game surpasses so many artists who came out of the 90s who don't even make music anymore. So yeah. What else? Oh yeah, so now I can get to this. Okay, so now I can get to this. And I think I might let me just stop the music real quick. So let me just keep it plain and simple and pretty much say that a bunch of Trump supporters stormed the Capitol, right? They stormed the Capitol because of, Donald Trump not winning the election. It prompted them to just, after they tallied the votes and everything like that, it caused all those supporters to go out there and storm the Capitol, storm Washington and go to the Capitol. Never in my years of living have I ever seen anything like this. This is definitely a bad look. If it didn't make Trump supporters look bad before, that they don't give a fuck about COVID, that they think that they all the way up until this point believed everything Donald Trump has said. And just the sheer fact that there have been Trump supporters' lifeline have been conspiracy theories, hatched out conspiracy theories that don't really mean much, that don't have no backbone to support their claims. You had to know that they didn't give a fuck about just rolling up into the Capitol. Come on now. These are the same people who believe and live on every word Donald Trump says, even though even though he doesn't have a political past in his repertoire at all. They just believe everything this man says. What kind of life? What kind of life are you living when you wake up in the morning and you hear this man talk and he gives you this clarity to think that everything he says is right? I've never understood, and I wish I could just sit down with somebody who's a Trump supporter and they could just let me know what gave you the confidence to think that this guy was gonna believing anything he said. What makes you think you can believe every and anything that this guy's ever said? What's up? Man, like I said, I feel like I've always said that I thought that the presidency was a joke and that anybody who was gonna be in it doesn't matter who gets in the White House, a lot of things are gonna happen, and he just happened to be the guy. He just happened to be the guy at the time where some of the things that the House have voted on and said, hey, you go do this or whatever. He just happens to be the guy sitting there that they give the paper to, and he just has to do what they say. So, they stormed the Capitol. A woman got shot and killed, and they broke into Nancy Pelosi's office, and it was just it was a whole fiasco. Now it's like no fly zones for these people who stormed the Capitol and are trying to leave, which is hilarious because they thought they was just gonna go to the Capitol and then just leave. Like, come on now. You're not gonna get to go tell your friends at the water cooler about this. You're not gonna get to leave. You're not gonna get to leave and go home after you storm the Capitol and go tell your friends that I was in Nancy Pelosi's office and she sure that she has like a stack of files up in there. Like that's not happening. That's not what All those Trump supporters who was laughing and saying Black Lives Matter people were stupid, and who's laughing now? Damn it, who is making fun of who now, man? Who looks dumb now? For real, Black Lives Matter. Even though I don't agree with the organization, but I do agree with the sentiment and the sentiment and what is being marched for. That's a cause. You go to a government official building for what? Because the person you wanted to be president didn't be president. He didn't come up to be the president. Like, come on now, that sounds goofy as hell. But I mean, hey, what else can you expect, man? What else can you expect? And now, the media is hyping this whole thing of like, well, the Trump supporters, they're not done. They're going to come back once, around the time of Biden's inauguration and Trump gets impeached and all this. And, there's just going to be a whole bunch of crazy stuff happening. And people, Trump supporters going to have guns and all that. It's like, just like Trump is taking this L, y'all need to just take this L. Just take it. Just take the L and go. Just take the L and go, bro. Like when Obama lost, it wasn't president no more. I didn't see a whole bunch of people. I didn't see a whole bunch of people rioting and doing a whole bunch of carrying on and going into hysterics. Like, come on. Like, y'all need to just take the L and just go on about your business. Why can't y'all just take the L and go on about your business? Do what you were doing before he was president. If you got a job, go do that. If you still have a job to go back to, if you went to the Capitol and you're held and you're being held right now, I'm gonna be honest and say I don't feel sorry for you. But if you're a Trump supporter who didn't go, just live your normal regular life and just go back to what you were doing before Trump was president, bro. Like, the only reason why he was so basked upon is because of Obama, and it was a whole bunch of white people who didn't like Obama being president, and I get that. But now that it's another white person being president, I mean, I don't see what your dealing may be in this time, because it's another white person. So, and really the threat is the real threat is, I'm sure the real threat is Kamala Harris. I'm sure that's the real threat for Trump supporters. Another black person is in the White House. So like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, there's another black person in the White House. Oh God, what are we gonna do? Like, come on, man. Being threatened by a educated black person. That's the threat. That's the real threat. That's crazy. It's crazy. I'm not a political person or anything. I don't follow politics like that. But when you know. Educated black people threaten America for some reason. It's a threat to America for some dumbass reason, man. But hey, I am off of that. Like I said, I am not no politician. I'm not no politician, and I won't sit up here and even begin to tell you anything about like knowing about anything that has to do with politics like that, for real, you know. All I know is he's about to be impeached, and yeah, he's being impeached. Yeah, for the second time, and it's actually gonna go through this time, and it won't be no bullshit. It won't be no bullshit. It's gonna be people on both sides that are gonna say, "Man, I'm fucking sick of this motherfucker. I'm fucking sick of this motherfucker." Even after all of that, you know, him telling protesters, his supporters, the protesters that are his supporters, to like stop doing stupid shit. It's like, bro, it's too late. It's over already. It's done. There's nothing else you could say. I'd rather him not say anything at all, goddamn, and just pack his damn bags. It's done. It's over. Just go on, bro. We don't got time for it, bro. It is done with. You know? Maybe this administration that is now about to come, maybe they'll do something for real. You know, it won't be a waste this time around. I mean, everybody has a presidential candidate that they hate, that has become president, you know, but I think what matters, in my opinion, is what more is being done, and less about the speaking and the talking. You know, presidential candidates for years and decades have made promises and things of that nature, and and most of the time they're just doing that to grab your votes. You know. But I think, you know, actions speak louder than words. So when Biden gets in the White House with Kamala Harris attached, you know, we need actions more than words, you know. Even with the backlash that y'all have attached to y'all with the black community or the Hispanic community, you know. Get in there and let's see what y'all do. Let's see if y'all can make changes to the fuck ups that have happened with this last administration. So, I think I might just like end it right here. Listen, I just want y'all to be good to each other, stay positive, take your vitamins. Remember, COVID is not gone. COVID is still here. Take your vitamins, your black seed oil, your oil of oregano, your elderberry, all of the stuff all the things that you've been taking to just stay away from COVID. Will you take the vaccine when it comes out? Who knows? The only thing I'm afraid of with the vaccine is, you know, of course, every vaccine has a side effect, but I mean, you know, I don't want to grow a third arm or a third leg or something like that. You know, I don't want to be malfunctioning and shit. But it's like COVID is not getting better; it's getting worse. And I live in Texas, so somehow a new strand of fucking COVID is here now. Like we're not getting better, we're getting worse. And where the hell did the new strand of COVID come from? Where did that come from? Where did that rear its ugly head from. I don't even get that. Where the hell did it come from? It just came from out of nowhere. Another strand of code, another strand of a virus is here now. It's like, y'all just try your best to just stay inside. That staying inside doesn't mean don't live your life, you know. Staying inside doesn't mean don't live your life, but I mean, be very cautious, because, hey, that thing is coming. And right now you need to have a lot of meditation and a lot of faith, because it's a lot of evil out here. So y'all take care. Be good. Take care of y'all bodies. Pop vitamins. Do all that good stuff. Drink water. Be positive. Remember, be positive. And I'm gone, man.